you ever feel like you are spinning your wheels and staying stuck in the same place in life, no matter how hard you try? You're not alone. You may have fallen into a pattern that keeps you trapped. You may be unaware of the pattern, your habits, and what it is that you're doing. But here's the good news. Recognizing those patterns is the first step in breaking free and moving forward. Today, I'm going to be diving into 6 common ways that you may be keeping yourself in a pattern, in a cycle of staying stuck in life. And more importantly, I'm going to show you how to overcome them. My name is Aaron. I am a certified life coach, and I specialize in metaphysical and practical techniques to help you improve your life and accomplish your goals. This video is a part of my goal achievement and habit development series. So if this interests you, make sure you check out the other videos in this playlist and make sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to give you some additional resources that'll help you out. But let's go ahead and dive into number 1. Number 1 is comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others can definitely lead to stagnation because no two people's journey are the same, even if your goal is the same. Comparing yourself to someone else and your journey to someone else and what you've gone through and what you're going through to someone else can give you feelings of inadequacy and definitely can lead to stagnation. The thing that you can do is to focus on your own goals and to focus on your own journey. Don't focus on what so-and-so is doing. Don't focus on what Jim, James, Carl, or Tyrone is going through. Focus on you and your life and your journey. Make sure to develop a plan and celebrate your milestones, no matter how big or how small. If you've been stuck in comparison and comparing yourself to others, I want you to focus on these 3 things. Where do I want to be? Where am I currently at? And what are the steps that I need to take to get from where I'm at to where I want to be? Now let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is holding on to past mistakes. Holding on to past mistakes keeps you stuck in a place where you no longer are and prevents you from growing and moving forward in life. It can stop you from embracing new opportunities. It can stop you from getting the wisdom that you need in order to progress. It can stop you from accomplishing your goals because every new step that you can possibly take, instead of focusing on moving forward, you're focusing on what you've done in the past and what happened because of that, and the feelings and the emotions, those things keep coming back up. You dwelling on them keeps you stuck in that place. Where attention goes, energy flows. So if your attention is continuously on the past, then that's where you'll be. If your attention is on where do I want to be and how can I get there, that's where your energy will flow to. So the things that you can do are to practice self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is not a one-time thing. It may take you some time to ingrain that in you. You may have to forgive yourself multiple times. You may have to remind yourself of your forgiveness day after day, but eventually you'll get there. I have some meditations on forgiveness on my channel as well as in my YouTube membership. So if you are working on self-forgiveness or forgiving others, make sure you check those out. I'll be sure to link one of the videos above as well as in the description box below. You can also practice loving kindness. So showing love and kindness for yourself and suffusing your body with that energy, the energy of kindness, the energy of compassion, the energy of understanding. If you've never practiced metta meditation before, that would probably be a good practice for you, especially if you are stuck in this step. Number 3 is going to be overcommitting and burning out. And this is something that I see so often, especially for individuals who are really focused on setting these very high, complex, and lofty goals, thinking that this is the only way to make it. It's not. Sometimes it's the simple things that you do every day, the easy things that you do every day that create the most progress in your life. A lot of times you'll find that when you make very complex, complicated, high, intense goals, you end up overcommitting and burning out. You end up stressing yourself out to the point where you no longer are able to even take action and move forward. And this stops all of your progress altogether. Overcommitting and burning out leads to exhaustion, and it leads to a decline in productivity. So it may be counterintuitive, but think about the small things that you can do, the easy things that you can do. And the more you do those, you'll get an internal sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. And when you get that feeling, you'll say, oh, now I want to continue moving forward. Now I can do X, Y, or Z. So learn to set boundaries with yourself, learn how to make practical, timely goals. Take interest in the small, easy things that you can do that are going to lead you to success. Don't feel like you have to do the most complicated, hardest task that you can think of in order to make progress. Number 4 is going to be overanalyzing and intellectualization. Excessive analyzing can lead to paralysis because you're so stuck in analyzing and breaking things down and figuring out the past and where this came from and the traumas and this, that, and the other, that you're keeping yourself stuck instead of focusing on taking action. You don't always have to go deep dive into the past and dig up the bones and pull the skeletons out the closet to figure out what happened and what went wrong. Many times it's about you focusing on where you want to be and where you are and how to get there, and not keeping yourself stuck in the past, continuing to relive those past experiences and flooding your body with those past emotions. Similar to this is over-intellectualization, and I see this a lot with people who are really interested in personal development and really interested in self-care. You may be so focused on learning and consuming facts, breaking things down, that you don't actually integrate the things into your practice. You don't actually integrate these aspects into your life, and you're not taking action. Just knowing the things intellectually doesn't always help. There are so many individuals who read countless books, who collect facts, who are concerned with taking classes and amassing so much information, so much knowledge, that it doesn't turn into wisdom. Wisdom is what you integrate into your body, integrate into your experience. Wisdom comes from practice. It doesn't come from just learning facts and becoming a walking library. And many times that is something that holds people back. You feel like the more you learn and the more you know, the better you can do, but you aren't doing anything. So embrace decision making, embrace taking action, and realize that perfection is unattainable. The beauty is in imperfection. The beauty is in the progress, and there's always room for progress. If you're currently stuck in your self-care and personal development goals and you really want to move forward, I would highly suggest that you check out my YouTube memberships program. You can check it out by selecting the join button below this video. And in my YouTube memberships, there are multiple tiers. You'll gain access to YouTube exclusive practices and guided meditations. You'll get early access to new releases. You'll have the ability to request that I create personal guided meditations and yoga nidras and before bed practices to help you accomplish your goals and to reprogram your mind and to take action. You also have the ability to attend live classes, Q&A sessions, and life coaching sessions. There are so many benefits, so hit that join button, check out the tiers and the resources that I have available for you, and let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Number 5 is doubting your own self-worth. Low self-esteem can hinder your progress and hinder your personal development. You may feel like deep down inside, you're not worthy of what it is that you really want, but the truth is you are. You want it for a reason. When you have low self-esteem, sometimes there are actions and things that you could be doing, opportunities that you could be taking, advancements that you could be stepping into, but you are afraid to do that because you're thinking about, oh, what is so-and-so going to think about this? What if people see me? What is the world going to think? What is the world going to believe? Most of the time, though, Most people are focused on themselves more than they're focused on you. Most people are concerned with their own lives and they're less concerned with what you have going on. So the things that you see about yourself, they don't see that at all. So if this is where you are, begin engaging in practices like meta meditation. I already talked about that before. Practices that help you focus on your intrinsic values, help you focus on your positive characteristics, help you focus on what it is that you have deep inside of you that can contribute to the progress and the development of the world. That way, you're able to really see what it is that you have special deep down inside. Think about your capabilities and your talents and your unique interests. If you're stuck in this area, I would suggest that you check out my Cave of Wonders guided self-exploration meditation. I'll put a link to this video up above as well as a link in the description box below. And the last one that I have for you, number 6 on this list, is waiting for motivation to strike. Now, this one may seem counterintuitive, but remember in the beginning of the video, I told you to focus on where it is that you want to be and where you are and the steps that you need to take, the lessons that you need to learn, the skills that you need to develop to get from point A to point B. If you create your personal development plan in this way, then you're not going to have to wait for random motivation or random inspiration to strike you, because you're going to have a plan. You're going to be targeted. You're going to know exactly what it is that you need to work on. And if you create your plan in that way, you can develop a routine. You can develop systems. You'll want to combine this with discipline and consistency, and that will eliminate the I have to wait around for the universe to give me something to go off of. I have to wait around for a sign. I have to wait around for motivation. There is no waiting necessary. So try these steps out if you feel like you have been waiting and sitting and not being able to take action. So I did promise you an additional resource, so let me tell you about that. I have a workbook called the Personal Inquiry Inventory, and it is going to take you through these 7 areas of life: health and fitness, relationships, career, finance, personal development, spirituality, and recreation, in order to help you identify where you are, where you want to be, and to create actionable steps that you can take beginning today to get from point A to point B.